what are the different elements that you need to consider as a part of that record?
I mean, really, in general, just you know, again, the time, um, you know, obviously getting together and working out music, working out songs, working out, you know, obviously it for us it starts with the conception of you know, either a riff or a, you know, maybe even a whole vocal idea, you know, just that a complete song, and then adding all the elements to it, adding drums, adding bass, adding everything to it, you know, and then just all the sprinkles that go along with it. But you know, once you feel, for me at least, our process is once you feel like you're at a point where you're at like a stopping point or a complete, you know, like kind of stopping point. At that point, you know, we're like, hey, we're done. We'll give that over to our producer, and then he does, you know, the second level of work, which, you know, and then we go back and forth, you know, tweaking little things here and there. You know, honestly, I'm a huge fan of my producer, so you know, really, it's usually just kind of working out maybe a little minor thing here and there, you know, but it's never. I have a lot of trust in him, and you know, I know that the other day that Lee and I, you and I chatted, we kind of touched on that, and that's something that's just really important, is really establishing that relationship with your producer, and at the end of the day, giving him the time that it takes to achieve the end result. If you want something at 110%, you really got to prepare yourself to wait the amount of time that it's going to take to achieve 10%. Because if you're, you know, if you want to rush it and you want to just cut some corners, you'll end up with a cut corners album. You know, I mean,
I couldn't agree more. I can see Derek agreeing there. What do you have to add to that, Derek?
Yeah, I love his take on putting the album together. Where I think the main thing is taking time. Like I see a lot of indies rushing to put albums out really fast, and it's like, well, why go so fast? Like, why not just make something brilliant? So I love that. I think another aspect, I'm a big fan of reverse engineering as far as like putting an album out. So like, I'm a big fan of saying, you know, hey, we want to put this album out in the first quarter of 2015. Yeah. Let's work backwards and let's see what do we need to do to get that album to the place where we need it. Now, obviously, we know we want to try to tour with this album so we can, you know, support it while it's on the way out, especially if you don't have a lot of radio play. But even if you do have radio play, you still want to support it, you know. And I think, too, a lot of times, a lot of us as artists, like, we rely so much on our social networks, we don't think about, you know, putting together a marketing campaign that makes it interesting. Like, I've seen guys literally be like, hey, just made this album. It's like you put 9 months into creating this beautiful piece of art and you promote it for a week on Facebook. Like, you just kind of shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, right.
So I think that's